in the south. They're now expanding this campaign in the east of the country.
Okay, Hugo, thank you very much indeed. Well, let's get some analysis then of those ceasefire possibilities with Maha Yahya, who is director of the Carnegie Middle East Center in Beirut and who can talk to us now. And thanks very much for being with us. As I mentioned, the Lebanese authorities saying that they think a ceasefire could be imminent. Are you optimistic?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. No, not really. In all frankness, I find it very unlikely that as much as we would like to see a ceasefire, but I find it very unlikely that a ceasefire, would be signed before the US elections. This would be a gift to the Biden-Harris campaign, which I think the Israeli authorities are not willing to give. They don't want to give them a diplomatic win. But I think more critically, the terms on which a ceasefire is going to be signed are very unclear. The White House has already said that the draft that was leaked is not the latest one in discussion. And some of the items in the draft that was leaked are very unlikely to be implemented or accepted, not implemented, but accepted in Lebanon, including the idea that Israel and the IDF would continue to have free access to Lebanese airspace, and they could bomb whenever they want.
And meanwhile, Hezbollah has a new leader who was speaking yesterday, and they're clearly not finished yet because they've been carrying out more attacks today. Does that mean that this just goes on, do you think? We've had, as Hugo Bashega was telling us, more Israeli airstrikes, it looks like, in the Baalbek area.
I think what we're likely to see is an intensification of Israeli attacks over the next maybe week to 10 days. We're already seeing it in Tyre, they're going after not just Hezbollah infrastructure. Frankly, the attacks on Nabateeh, on Tyre, and now on Baalbek are not always about Hezbollah, but it's about causing mass displacement from major urban centers and making sure people don't go back. What these mass displacements do is create additional, above and beyond terrorizing an already traumatized population, but they're causing tremendous pressure on state institutions that have already been weakened and are able to cope, simply unable to cope. They're also fueling sectarian strife, internal civil strife, because there are limited resources. People are going into areas where there's not much left. So it's creating a lot of internal pressure that could lead to some sort of outbreak of civil strife in one form or the other.
Just tell us a little bit about the city of Baalbek, because apart from the people who are being told to get out of there under this latest Israeli evacuation order, this is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the site of some amazing Roman ruins and Roman temples.
No, Baalbek is host to the largest, I think, Roman temples. It has the temple of Bacchus and Venus. It's, as you said, it's a remarkable city. There are the old souks that are still quite intact, attached to the city. The city has been the site of subsequent civilizations for the last at least 6,000 years. So it's there's a significant danger in that these bombardments are not only will cause damage to the city, to the ancient ruins themselves, but that they would also, it's not just a direct damage, but that in time they would damage the foundations of the remains themselves. This is world heritage. It's no more about just Lebanon. It's about world culture, it's about world history, and it's about world heritage.
Okay, Maha Yahya, thank you very much indeed, Director of the Carnegie Middle East Center in Beirut. Thank you for your time.